This how I'm feeling inside. Every line that I ride, I just hope I don't cry. I'm just spitting. Yeah, I'm just spitting.
Hey, so we
waste
gonna
too much time.
Let's pick up right where we left off.
Oh, yeah.
Because you remember,
So
man, we had a
everybody
good
that followed the last
We had a
one,
good
yeah.
one just sitting there.
ready,
Waiting. Yeah, man. So it's gonna be a little touchy, but I don't think it is.
Should we do it first?
Let's
Or
touch
should we
it.
go last?
Nah, let's go ahead and
Yeah,
get it out
just
the way.
jump right
man.
Jump
into
in,
it.
bruh. Set the tone.
The question was, does body count matter? For
Wallace.
us, for us, does a woman's body count matter? Because we only talk, like, we can only speak from a man's
From us,
perspective.
yeah. And
But-
women in the comments, please let us
Yeah,
know.
throw us
your-
some in the
your
comments.
opinions.
Yeah. Does our body count matter?
Yeah, like, does a man's body count matter? I think it's a little bit different. I do think it's biased, of course, society made it that way.
Yeah.
But for us as men, does body count matter?
So,
I think Byron should just start off.
so
for
to
real.
start, I
I don't
want to
think
say
I ever
this.
should start it off.
What's y'all body count?
What's mine? What?
Look at Byron's face.
Hey, look. I think I'm pretty low, honestly.
Nah, that was a joke, bro. You really don't
I
have
was
to do that.
we about to walk this man off the set. Like,
you don't have to
you
do that. 'Cause
just-
I don't need
Hey,
that shit coming
I
back.
gotta
this
tell
way.
my- I
That
gotta
was a
tell
joke.
my truth, right?
No, fuck that. That was a joke. That was a joke.
All right, next time.
I got a number.
then the next
I have a
time.
set number in my head. See, fuck that.
That number don't change.
At all, 15.
in life.
Oh,
Fuck that. Like the women do.
yeah.
15.
At
multiply
one
by
point in my
3.
life, it was like, that's it. I ain't saying no more.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that was a joke. Byron,
cool,
man,
man.
you saw that nigga face?
I just was looking at you,
Man,
bro.
shit.
I was waiting on you. I was gonna say,
Like,
and
we might-
running
We
first.
might run a replay back and show
Hey,
Byron face.
listen,
I was about to say, and let's hear your answer first. we were about to start it right
Brian looked like, man, I'm still single, goddammit, and I'm
Like,
hot old.
oh,
Yeah,
man.
here.
we
Nah,
doing
we were
that.
about to start it right here.
Nah, hell no.
Bam.
Hey, look, we was gonna end right there.
Right.
easy,
We
man.
can end it here.
My
But
shit
that's
easy,
cool.
15. Next.
15.
My grandmama said a lot. Don't care who tell it.
Hey, man, shit.
It's gonna show itself.
It's gonna show
But yeah,
itself.
go ahead. My bad. I had to throw that.
So, does body count matter?
I think
to
you
a
should
man?
start with that though.
You think I should start?
I do.
I'm gonna be honest with you. No, honestly, maybe it's because I'm older, and I think about it a little bit different, right? So the women that I typically date are either close to my age or a little bit older, right?
Yeah.
So,
Younger women.
well,
Learn your lesson.
So when I say close to my age, I mean like they may be younger than me, but usually within a certain range, right?
What's that range?
In the past, it's been
No, you have to put that range because
yeah. So
you know.
so in the past, it's usually been between 3 or 4 years.
Yeah, I got you.
And close to my age.
So everybody below 48.
you did. Man, that's fucked up. That's fucked up. I didn't say that.
Yeah, but
Come on, I've been on your side.
You say it every week, brother.
But I
You
ain't say it today though.
But just for
Just
just for
gave
the
me
other
the
weeks,
fucking-
just for the other weeks, just for the other weeks.
Hey, listen.
Yes.
I don't know. Are we gonna edit this or what?
Y'all
No,
made me
it's
take
here.
that third
It's
shot.
here.
Hey, you a hot commodity on this motherfucker,
Man, bruh.
Hey,
Look, my DM's full of
Listen,
folk trying to get in.
that's what I'm saying, bro. So
You can have the face all you want,
so
bro.
the people need to know. The people need to know. So it's 3 years older and 3 years younger.
No, it's
I-
however older.
Yeah, I've dated a little bit older.
Okay.
But
So we going
usually
6 years older, 3 years younger.
As long as you ain't got no
definite, don't it?
AARP.
You want to make
Hey
it
man,
definite?
hey,
As
listen,
long as
it's
you ain't
for
got no
the people.
AARP, you good. dog.
They asking me. I don't know why they won't ask you. They asking me. Shit,
Yeah,
I don't
they
know.
definitely don't ask me.
Look,
Exactly.
I get Byron drool face. What?
What about me? God damn. Shit. What about me? Shit.
She'll be sending me drool faces all the time. She be like, Brandon, drool face. And I said,
That's fucked up, man.
I was like, okay.
Okay.
Like, I'll let them know. Or you can go.
Is he single?
the next
Is
room
he
and let
this?
him know.
Is he
Yeah.
that? I don't know
Is he
shit
single?
about this man.
I'm
You
like,
know what?
ask
He
him.
ain't even my real friend. We just do this together.
Yeah, like,
Fuck
I
that.
don't know. What is
right,
what's his
back-
name?
yeah, all right.
Brandon who?
Go ahead.
Back to your body count,
Right.
man.
No, hell no, not that. Bro, we can't, man. We
So
Sorry,
yeah,
people.
so body count to me really
Okay.
doesn't matter.
Don't matter.
Only because man, bro, people didn't live life at this point. You know what I'm saying? So, and it ain't like we talking like your body count in the past year. You know what I'm saying? Like we talking about life,
Right.
like, and if I'm gonna live by society's rules in this, then I gotta live by society's rules and everything else, right?
Yeah.
And I don't necessarily live by societal standards.
I don't know if you have to live by society's rules in every facet, because a lot of people have their one
Exactly.
lane where they just off
Exactly.
in their own space.
So for me, this is my off. I ain't gonna say my one off because I got a bunch of offs, right? So this is one of my offs. But I don't see it as being that big of a deal, because if I'm gonna make it a big deal, then the next person can make it a big deal for me. And they like, hey, what's your body count? And then you tell them, they like, oh,
But
well,
see,
you know, I only
But
rock
like
with
you said,
dudes that rock
that's the
5 or
difference
6.
between men and women though. Like that's not usually a or a question for men.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
And I don't think it's shit.
Your wife,
I mean,
your wife never asked you?
we've had the conversation, but no, she's never. How many? No, not
So,
ever.
I've heard a woman say, like, a dude told her that he was at 60 and we was like 25, and she was like, I can't mess with him, just because she felt
Like
like
he's stupid.
that was dumb.
You
You
know,
said
yeah,
he
yeah,
was-
yeah.
why?
Yeah, he's stupid.
I feel
why
like
the fuck would you say
like
that?
yeah, like
Why not?
Like,
15.
that's who.
no, I'm not saying you
that's
gotta
who, that's
lie.
That's who he
but it's
was
just,
though. Why
yeah,
was-
and the thing
You
is,
say,
like,
you saying they don't have to lie? I'm saying you should. At
but
25,
why do you feel like you should lie? Because honestly, if you got
Because,
the
like-
permission to lie, women should have the permission to lie.
Right.
And they do.
But why? But why do you?
Please lie to me.
Why?
What you mean? Why?
I'm asking you why.
It'll make me feel better.
WH.
If you lie to me, it'll make me feel better. If you tell me, hey, I've only been with the guys I've been in a relationship with, cool. All right, cool. But you know, like, so I'm gonna say this. In certain environments, it's easy to find out, right? If we're in college,
Yeah.
it's easier to find out, and I like to call them hoe facts, right? It's easier to find out hoe facts
ATAUX.
from women. What the fuck was that? So
Red
for
Bull
women,
branding.
Red Bull
so
plug.
you I'm pretty sure you met your girl in college.
Yeah.
Did you ask around?
Ask around about her?
Yeah.
Nah.
No.
Nah.
Shit. Okay. I did.
My lady's unique though. That's why I
cool.
married her, I guess.
I get it, but
Yeah.
cool.
But yeah, nah, I did.
I asked. So when I asked, and you know, I was one of the. I don't want to put myself up there. I was one of the people that, you know what I mean, like.
he was popular. I didn't even go to Alabama State. I knew about Brandon.
Man, get the
Like,
fuck. He's lying. He
I
is
heard
lying.
about him.
This
And
lying.
I was just in the
But-
city. I
so
was
you-
visiting for a
you
weekend.
can
and
ask
everybody
a
heard,
certain.
you got to ask
You can
Brandon.
ask a
Can you
certain
go?
group of people
Check in.
when you
Yeah.
you know when you're interested in a girl.
Yeah.
It's a certain group of people that you can ask about, and you know if it goes through, it goes through. And it's like, okay, well, shit, nobody. It's more so like, oh nah, she had a
getting
boyfriend.
around.
It was
and
locals.
She was, you know, she was always faithful to her dude. Nobody, da 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 da. So
Yeah.
you know what I mean. I asked those type of questions before I moved
Pursue.
forward, and that's been with any girl I ever been with in college.
So
You
to
know
me,
what I
that
mean?
says that you care about what the number is.
Not really. I care about if my girl was a
The,
hoe or not.
the perception.
But why? I mean, in college,
no, in college,
I
it matters.
understand.
you
Does
cared
it-
about
does
the
it- does it
perception
still-
of what
yeah,
others
yeah,
thought of
hell
her.
yeah.
And that's something I want to get into.
I
But,
didn't want to be with the hoe. Like nobody wants to do that. I'm sorry.
but
But
we talked
what?
about
But
about
yeah, we talked about
once
that.
you get
like,
older,
But
It's kinda
we're-
beneficial.
We're talking about now.
Yeah,
We're talking
so
about
you talking
college.
about
We're talking about now.
2019,
In that
2021.
mindset.
Exactly.
Yeah.
got you.
So I'm talking about
Like the
08, 09,
Yeah, the
10.
perception made
You
a
feel me?
Yeah.
perception made a
That
difference.
shit mattered to me then.
Yeah.
Now I'm an older guy. If my situation was to end and I was to get into another situation, I wouldn't give a fuck because we're grown.
Right.
Like whatever you had is what you had. So now I'm only looking at the person that you are to me.
Mm.
You know what I mean? And that's it. That's all that matters.
Yeah, that's a clip right there.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's all that matters. But you know what I mean? Because it don't matter. We're 30 plus.
Does it matter to you that they understand why they were in a promiscuous space?
I'm not asking, so it doesn't matter.
But why are you not asking?
I think it
Because it doesn't matter to me at the age that I'm at. Because this the thing, right? They could be single from, let's say, they haven't been in a relationship or have been in fucking 6 relationships.
Yeah.
Right here, that's 6 people right there off back. Not in the in between or the the old or somebody you just wanted to be with. That shit don't matter when you get to a certain age. Like
And
I said,
What's the,
shit-
what's the too high number?
Wait. Let
I'm
me say
not
this too.
doing that.
Let me tell you what I think women
Go
do
ahead.
Okay.
to keep their count down.
Yeah.
They'll go back and fuck with a dude that
And
ain't shit,
and
and,
that's a
they'll go
fact.
back and fuck with an ex.
I have homegirls who's like that.
So you don't
Yeah.
have your number right.
yeah, just so they
Yeah.
number.
Like, I don't want
won't
my
shoot
number to go up, so I'm gonna
yeah,
go fuck
I'm gonna
with
just
him.
go fuck with him.
Even though I got to deal with all the other
Trash.
stuff.
He's a trash human
Nah,
being.
you don't have to deal with nothing.
Yeah,
it's just
like
fucking.
he's a trash
Can we
human
say fucking?
being.
Yeah, we can.
So
You say it all the time.
You say it all the time.
Dude,
But-
and I'm supposed to stop.
He's a trash human being.
When?
But I'm gonna go give him some ass just to keep my numbers down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dudes be
But
like,
I'll
to
try
their
another
one.
to
Just
their
go get some
defense, to their defense, they're not trying to be with that dude.
Right.
Women have wants and needs,
Needs
just
too.
like us.
Right.
I get
So
it.
if I'm single and I ain't really feeling buddy right here, I'm gonna go get what I need from him because I've already been there. I know what I'm getting. I don't want the nigga, but shit, I'm gonna fuck with him because it was good. At
And
the
it
time.
keep my number down.
And it keeps my number
And
down.
with us, we like, let me try something new. New is always better,
definitely
but
There's always a perception that new
Yeah.
is always better.
not
New-
always
it
better, but
Yeah, it's
we're
the
just
perception.
intrigued by new.
yeah.
Yeah.
And look, we like the opportunity of it being better, but
Yeah,
it might not.
It
You'd be like,
may not be.
Possibility.
Yeah, the possibility.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
And
may
then-
not be.
So what if it
But
turns
I
out to
think
be
at a
trash?
certain age,
Do you count it?
you just get another one.
You
This
count the
is
trash.
this is my 21-year-old
you have
mind
to count
talking.
the trash.
Yeah, you got to
What
count
do you mean?
everything.
This is
Count
my
everything,
20.
bro.
No, this is his 32, 3, 33 year old.
32, 32.
32. Oh, my bad.
Like 30 years younger than that guy.
I'm 34.
Baby. All
But
right,
yeah,
so
I think at a certain age, it shouldn't matter.
yeah.
But to some people, it does. Why are you even asking that fucking question? Like, why would you ask that question?
Why would I ask?
Yeah.
I think it tells a lot about a person, honestly, and it opens the door for other questions. Because at 20, and this mindset came from me talking to a friend of mine who was promiscuous when she was in college,
Okay.
and it was like, and that's why I asked you, does it matter if you understand why you did that? Because she understands now why she was like that.
Okay. And please give me that, if
What?
you could. Why was she like that?
Well, in her perception, she thought that because of her relationship with both of her parents, she was looking for love. And you hear that a lot, but it's factual.
So
If I'm looking for love and maybe I'm not as confident in myself, but I know that you hear Jasmine Sullivan, dude might not really like me,
The hotel.
but bruh
That's my
is she
favorite
gonna throw
shit
that
from
she
her.
gonna throw that pussy? Like she a
heard how he
superstar?
said
Hey, if she could throw it like she a superstar? You gonna get a dude to come back and spend time with you, right?
No, I get what you're saying.
So her understanding that, to me as an older man, like I don't care what your number is for real. Like you could tell me your number is 100, but as long as you understand and grew yourself through that, it is what it is.
fuck that. It's about how you treat me. It's about how we coincide. Like that. That's just what it is.
Like you and the woman.
Yes.
Okay.
Like I don't give a fuck about your past. At this age, I wouldn't.
But see, I'm saying the same thing. I just
Yeah.
want some understanding, because what I don't
So
want.
she basically saying that because of how she grew up with her parents is why she.
she had a phase. She had a phase.
Yeah, it created a
And I
feeling.
think everybody should have a whole phase.
So
I do too. It created a feeling within her that
So-
she wanted to she was trying to go out and find something that she was missing.
bro, so let me say this.
In love,
Yeah, or,
she was looking
just
for love through sex.
look,
Yeah.
love or
Okay.
attention.
Yeah,
Like
because-
sometimes you might not
because-
get the attention that you wanted.
So in my life, I realized for women, sex is attached to emotion.
Sometimes
Right? Sometimes,
I know some that
right?
are like.
But
Yeah,
look,
they-
it's,
they-
it's
they can-
always
they can
attached to
detach
time
it.
though,
But
and time is big.
but I do feel like it's attached to emotion, right? So even in the ones who are like niggas, right? Eventually, it starts to catch up.
Yeah,
Like
you can't. The
eventually-
biology is the
yeah,
biology.
exactly,
Okay.
exactly. The biology is the biology,
Okay.
just like you said.
That's cool.
The biology is the biology. It starts to catch up,
Okay.
and that's just my opinion. I
got
can't
you.
say
Yeah,
I
yeah,
don't know
yeah.
factually or scientifically.
I'm with you.
But even when I was younger, I can honestly say I still didn't care about your body count.
I
And
can't.
But
in
that's
a
it.
relationship, in moving towards a relationship, or just interacting with the woman.
Period.
I can't say that.
Okay.
So for and that's what I'm saying. It's just for me. For
that's
me,
very
I didn't
mature
care
at a young age.
because I didn't want to have to teach you things. That was just me.
But
You lazy.
But see that
yeah,
different.
hey, I can be lazy,
Nah,
but,
I
but,
feel
but,
you.
I didn't. I also didn't want how to try to talk you into
I
anything.
I get-
I didn't want how to try to.
You just
like,
wanted them to be ready to do it.
So
Yeah,
Byron,
no.
I get that, right? But that don't mean it had to be 10 niggas before you at a young age.
I didn't even ask.
You just prefer them prepared.
Not even
I
so much
used to.
prepared, because the thing is, like, you're still going, like, there's still a communication thing where, hey, this is what I like.
Right.
So we still talk about our likes and our dislikes. So we work from there, but I didn't care to be like, so can you do? Or
that
do
ain't-
you already do?
That ain't no question though. You don't ask that kind of
It's
shit.
not a question, but like, bro, think about you coming in and dealing with let's talk virgins,
Okay.
right?
Let's-
So you
let's
now
talk.
you got
Yeah,
this
let's talk
virgin.
that.
A lot of dude that was like the dream for dudes
high school,
at some point,
goddamn.
even in college, even
But
in
look,
college.
until you have a virgin, you want it. But after you
Right.
have a
Bro, if you
virgin,
got a virgin in college, bro, that's a way. Never mind.
what?
Nothing.
Hey, just
keep going. Go
cancel
wild.
that side.
Yeah, go wild. Go ahead.
It was like-
Say what you
say
say.
what now?
Hey, look, we said
What'd you say?
nope, not this.
What?
side.
Nothing.
It was
Go
a
ahead.
who?
Nothing. Go ahead.
But because
Yeah, let's go.
because it was like, now I gotta try to coach you into something, right? That you may not necessarily even be ready for, right? And then think about the attachment and the connection that came with it, because it was like now you got her doing things that she wasn't used to doing.
But
And
that's
that-
fine to me. My issue was the attachment part. And now,
because the
another
attachment
question I
was
wanted to
coming.
ask you all is like, is there a number that's too low? So somebody came to you was like, I've only been with one other guy, or I've never been with any guy. And let's say in college.
In college, I was
This-
like, go live your life.
And honestly, I got to that point. I was like, no, yeah, you go
Go
do
live your
something
life.
else.
Enjoy.
Never mind. In college, okay. So this the thing, right? It depend on if I was just this college, way before
Disclaimer.
anything, right? This is college. This is before anything. Okay, so in college, if I wasn't trying to be in a relationship with you,
It didn't matter.
I didn't give a
Didn't care.
fuck what you did. First, second,
30th,
10th, I didn't give a fuck. Like 30th, I didn't care.
Yeah.
But if I'm trying to be in a relationship with you, that's definitely a question. So my thing was more so on campus, right? Who have you been with here?
The perception.
You know what I mean?
So could you date somebody
In college,
Who-
we talking college, right?
Yeah, we talking
Okay,
about college.
all right.
Who had multiple sex relations with people that you knew, sexual
Nope.
relations?
Nope.
Why is that? And then I think this dives into us having an issue with the perception of people around us. Why is that?
So are we talking about sex or relationship?
Sex.
Oh, sex. I don't give a fuck.
So she could have sex with five dudes that you know.
You could have fucked my partner. I just want that ass too. That's it.
All right,
Relationship
No, I'm saying she had sex, but you're looking for a relationship.
with
She had sex
somebody
with
that
five
I know?
dudes that you know
no,
around campus.
is over.
It's dead.
No, it's
Dead.
dead. It's dead.
Even if
Oh,
she's the greatest person
Dead.
to you.
I wouldn't even know if she was the greatest person.
Yeah. you wouldn't get to that point.
I wouldn't even know.
Did your perception
Oh,
of that, did your reality of that change? And I know you've been married to your wife for what, 10 years
Almost
now?
10.
Yeah. So when did y'all, was it right after college or
3 years after college.
3 years after
Yep.
college? It's tough to ask you that question because of
Babies.
what your relationship,
Yeah.
yeah,
Oh, babies.
what your
Yeah,
relationship status has been. But like when you get to a space of, I'm an adult, you're an adult,
Mm-hmm.
and you had sex with 5 people I know, not even my friends, just 5 people I know on campus. But the way you treat me and the way you interact with
I
me,
wouldn't know.
It's special.
I wouldn't know.
You wouldn't even get to that
I
point.
wouldn't know. Nope. I wouldn't know because, like I said, at that time,
Yeah.
that's something that I needed to know. That was just a big part of campus life at the time.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
Was it the
look,
perception that it gave to everybody
I
else?
think so it's like, damn. So when I met my chick, it was like, hey, like one of the finest motherfuckers on campus. Just honestly, right? So
Make sure she sees that part right there. I
it
feel
don't
you.
matter. But
No, I'm gonna make sure she sees
my
that.
thing was like, all right, now I need to know who she been with. You know, you not really, you ask around without asking, you know, without being like feeling like you're interested.
Yeah.
And you get all the right answers. It's like, I bet. Now I can continue to you know
Pursue.
what I mean, to pursue and see what's up with her. But you get some people that you may see and may want, like, I don't want to just fuck. I want to be with her. And him. Oh man, everybody. You see them 3 dudes right there? Yeah, all them fuck. And they
Squad.
like, oh, okay, cool. I ain't fucking with that.
So look, it was
So
just-
therefore, I wouldn't even know what kind of woman she was for me. But like I said, I was young, and people can call it immature, but that's just what it was at the time.
Yeah.
You asked about women at the time,
Right.
Yeah.
That's just what it was.
I had this girl, and I was diehard for her since the first time I saw her, and eventually I learned that 1 or 2 of my teammates had sex with her.
Teammates, that's even more. That's rough. Okay.
Yeah, but honestly, bro, the way I felt about her, I didn't care. She introduced me to Chipotle.
So look, that means you got engaged with her before the questions came out.
But once I found out,
He still didn't care.
I still didn't care.
But I'm saying because you were already invested.
But I do
He was
think.
invested from the jump.
But that's
though.
what
But like,
I'm saying.
look,
So-
but she walked through the calf, and I was like, "Who is that?"
So okay, so let's start with the who is that?
Yeah.
Right. If you at the right table
yeah,
and you walk through, who is that? Well,
Man, I
she
used to
is
sleaze.
mine, his, and that.
I used to sleep.
And we
now.
sort of the. You feel me?
Ooh.
What do you do?
these words.
What do you do
Yeah.
right then?
But see, honestly,
What do you do then?
I think it, bro. When I'm telling you, bro, I was
Like you
either
was
young, I
it was
was young
infatuation.
and Twitter
It was-
pated.
it was a little
So
infatu-
remember Bambi
infatuation.
Twitter pated?
I'm asking you.
I'm telling you, with this person,
Okay.
at that age, I would have said, I'm gonna talk to her and figure it out. Now we might not make it public because I understand that, but I'm definitely gonna pursue because
I'ma
of
still
who
see what
she
she talking
is.
about.
Okay.
Yeah,
It was
That's-
the infatuation was high.
it was high.
It was mixed.
Bro, I'm
baby.
fresh out of high school, and I'm saying grown woman.
That's very mature of you at that age.
But see, I will say that I can't say that about every woman that I saw I had interest in. If they
Yeah.
told me a lot of women,
It's just that
was-
one,
It's just-
or
it's just
just some.
what it was.
I had a friend in college that like we had our thing, but I heard that she had did blow, and I was like, nah, I'm straight on the relationship.
Did you
thing.
ask her about it?
Yeah,
Cause and I did realize. I come to realize that some people don't know shit, and some people just assume.
yeah.
Like, man, she da da da, and she don't even be
And
that.
she not
Yeah.
even like
And that's
that.
a lot of mistakes that somebody could have possibly made. You
But,
know what I
but
mean?
sometimes
So
the ignorance is bliss.
it's just
sometimes
and,
the ignorance is bliss.
But see, is the bliss a setup for an what?
I gotta piss again.
Let me get this point out first, dog.
Go ahead.
Is the ignorance being bliss now a setup for an explosion or a blow up later?
How much later though?
But so I also feel like this, like because if you rock it out with the person the right way, they'll still have your back, right? So, and what I mean by that is they won't let that
Yeah.
catch them later on.
Y'all continue. Hold on.
So like so what I'm saying is like your person, like let's say you deal with them, right?
Right.
And they're past somebody from the past moving to y'all town now. And oh man, I used to run through old girl, blah 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 blah.
Not even knowing it's your wife.
Right.
Yeah.
So
or you're in a relationship with
so
her.
she won't even let that hit your front door.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Or even if she does, she's more than willing. You remember on The Best Man?
Yeah.
On the second one, like when the video came out.
Yeah.
Like she was like, yo, this is what it was. And it wasn't like where she was trying to hide it. It was just like, hey, I don't mind telling you.
Yeah.
but like get your feelings under control, because like let's have a conversation before you start to blow up.
But should that person expose their past before that opportunity comes?
I don't think you have to expose your past. I think you just have to be willing to communicate it, especially if it's with somebody that you care about. I think you have to be willing to have that level of conversation.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be an easy one. You know what I'm saying? Especially if you do have a past, or if these things are true.
Yeah.
I can't say that it's going to be an easy conversation, but you have to be at least willing to have it to make that person comfortable.
So with them, and let's say this is a real couple, you spend 8 years together, and that person asks you a lot of questions that would have led to that answer. Are you inclined or should you expose that? Because they've asked pretty much everything around it, but you just did not. You held it back, but then it becomes an issue up in the upfront. So now I got to say something.
Yeah, so I think if they're asking the question, I think you answer those questions as honestly as you can, and if you're that person, let them ask. It'll eventually, like, things will kind of expose themselves. Things are like they'll take care of themselves in that realm, I guess you could say, right?
Yeah.
So they'll take care of themselves.
Did you wash your hands?
Nah, I forgot.
But I think you still.
That's your mic.
I think you just be as honest and open as you can.
Yeah.
Especially if it's somebody that you care about. I think holding back in that sense only is gonna make things worse.
Agreed.
Because I think if you hold back, then it's gonna be like, well, why didn't you just tell me? Blah 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 blah. And they're like, oh, well, you ain't asked the right questions. Now it's a whole different situation. Just be honest.
Yeah.
Get it out.
Is this present day we're talking about? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we're definitely talking present day.
So present day, you're saying, from me catching the tail end of it, that they should just be honest about their number.
No. If your partner comes to you and like they ask you the right questions.
Okay.
Like you, not even like, oh, what's your number? But like, hey, did you used to deal with so and so?
So okay.
Like, and you like,
do I need to say this right now?
bruh, like,
Yeah, definitely.
I was literally put in that situation before a previous relationship.
Yeah.
Like somebody was like, hey, like a friend of mine said that y'all used to kick it, and I was like, yes,
Yeah.
Yeah.
yes, because it's gonna come out.
And the understanding
right?
was kick it was
like
everything
and-
that entails.
Yeah. So it was best to be honest about it and just say what it was versus well, it was this, but kind of this and not this. It's better to just go ahead and be honest about it because it's gonna come out.
So to bring all of this around, when we first started, you said, I'm gonna lock my number in at 15. Is it better holistically to just tell the truth about your number?
No. That's my honest opinion. That's man.
Hey, what's
or
funny?
woman.
What's funny is they'll never know.
They won't. And
Cause look,
but like,
you're not gonna have 70 girls come tell you that.
their number was 70.
No, I'm pointing at you.
Fuck
Fool.
no.
Yeah, that's too low.
70.
I'm just playing, bro.
You was a star on the football team, man.
Yeah, I'm just playing.
70, bro?
I'm just playing, bro.
Well, no,
but
15.
you never gonna have.
You gonna give me 70.
You never gonna have however many girls show up to your girl doorstep and say, "Hey, yeah, I had sex with your man. Hey, yeah, I had sex with your man." So you can get away with it, but is the real value in that?
The scary thing is it's tough to even get away with it right
It
now.
shouldn't be
in
a
social media.
conversation,
Nah, it's-
but you could though at our
Unless
age.
your number is like 4.
At our age, you can get away with whatever number you say.
Nah, you can't get away with low numbers.
15 is a great number.
It's a great number. I
Yeah.
agree.
15.
I mean,
But why lie? What if we as adults just said it don't really matter? Why lie?
because Wallace, some people
Got
have
more than 15. Some people got 16, 17.
Man, some people got 76. But what does it matter?
Some people are more than 100.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so
So what does it matter?
That's just not a number that I
To
think.
some people. Some people hear 100 like, what the entire
Exactly.
fuck
I
were
don't
you
look-
doing
Like
in
you
your
said,
life?
I had a past.
That shit,
I don't-
clearly
I don't-
this motherfucker ran into
I don't-
last week.
I don't think that I just think it shouldn't be discussed. And if you have
Why?
if your significant other asks, please say a safe number.
Say 15.
Okay, for women who are 30 and older, I would say 15 is good. For men who are 30 and older, I would say 20 is good.
Man,
so
I think
stick
it's a
with that.
I think it's a test of the opposite sex's confidence.
Yeah,
and
that's
I'm
cool.
and I'm cool with that, bruh. I'm gonna tell you my number. Not today,
But-
but I feel like we supposed to be.
But this is the thing.
He playing
though.
kicker.
Exactly, exactly.
Perfect.
Numbers real low.
Perfect. So you know,
Confident.
everybody I don't think everybody should, because we could have a
You straight, dog.
extremely promiscuous woman who's changed her life,
Right. Yeah.
and treats this man great, right? And he sees that, and if he wants to be the dumbass to ask, well, you treat me well, you do all this, like the sex is great. How many men have you been with? Please, promiscuous woman, do not give him that real number.
Man,
I'm
can I
sorry.
tell you? Let me tell you what scared me more than anything. I wasn't afraid of your body count. I was afraid of trains.
But
Who
see,
had a
but see,
train
exactly.
brand,
But see,
But
once you
see-
go into body counts, you're probably gonna go into that.
But see, that's
No,
to
I
me.
didn't
That's
even
why
need
the
to know your
understanding
body
of
count.
why
I'm not
you.
asking-
Have
None
you
of that.
ever had a train ran on you?
That shit's scary.
Listen.
I'm not. That's why I wouldn't ask.
When I was at the Florida State University,
Could you marry somebody that had a random train?
I wouldn't know.
No.
But a woman should be expected to be able to have a man who's had a threesome.
Listen, first of all, a threesome in a train, in my book, completely different.
Agreed in your book, but it's the same numbers.
Yeah, no, it's not the same number.
two
Train-
men- the same to you?
Look, 2 men on 1 woman, or 3 men on 1 woman, or 4 girls on 1 dude.
So that's not a threesome. So a threesome
I'm
with
just
3
saying,
men
I
is
mean-
force.
But I'm saying, like we said, threesome, foursome, but like more than 1 man on 1 woman, or more than 1 woman on one man.
Wow,
No,
you
no.
trying to be politically correct?
Yeah.
No, I'm
we
trying to get
I'm talking
understanding
a
for
train.
real.
Nah, you
I've
not.
seen trains be a basketball team, bro.
You've seen
Where
them?
people would line up in a hallway waiting on their turn.
So if
That's
women did
not
that,
a threesome.
If women, I'm just saying, if women did the same thing to a man, is it a different perspective?
So a woman with 2 men at the same time, that's a threesome to you?
Yeah, I mean it's a train, but it's a threesome.
I think I call it just a threesome. I don't call it a train. That's just me.
These niggas are all right. I see. Okay, this is what we doing. Okay, cool.
I just want to understand,
Nah,
like,
nah,
the
because
perception.
y'all lying. You're lying.
What am I lying about?
A woman with 2 dudes is a threesome to both of y'all.
It's 3 people, ain't it?
Get the fuck. Y'all lying. Okay.
It's
that's not a
you,
train?
you call that a train?
Of course.
I mean, it's still
It's just double standard. It's just what it is.
It's still
I
considered a
get it.
train,
It
but
may
it's
not
still
be
a
right.
threesome.
It may not be right, but it's a train. Come on,
All right,
man.
cool.
You-
However you understand
it's your perception.
So
It's
when
what you call it.
when did y'all just start calling it a train?
I always called it a train since I was 16 years old when I learned it.
I call it a train when it's 3 or more niggas is waiting on their turn. That's me.
Waiting
So,
on their turn. Okay.
A girl
Yeah.
with
Well-
2 dudes didn't get ran. You from Montgomery, Alabama. You know she ran. She got ran.
Well, bruh, because it's for me.
Politically correct.
No,
Okay.
this ain't being politically
All right,
correct.
go
This
ahead.
is literally how I think about it.
All right.
So
ahead, let's go.
So this woman is having sex. This woman is having sex with 2 dudes. If one dude is getting some head, the other one's having sex like vaginal penetration sex with her. That's a threesome.
Right.
Okay.
That's
no,
literally a threesome.
Okay.
If
So-
this dude is having sex with her and he's waiting for his turn, then that's not
All
a
right.
threesome
So
anymore. That's a train.
So usually in threesomes when there are 2 women and 1 man, everybody's involved in the sex act, right?
How you know?
I said usually. I watched enough porn, right? So look, all right. So everybody's involved in the sexual act with each other,
Right.
Would you? Am I right or wrong?
I mean,
But I think
Am I
No.
right or wrong,
Bruh,
I'm
so-
not right.
so
No,
if the second woman is waiting her turn, then it's not a threesome.
That's never happened in the history of threesomes.
How do you know
It's not
that?
a threesome.
That's what I'm asking. Is it a threesome?
bro, here's what I'm saying.
How did we get here?
If she's interacting with him and he's interacting with if she's interacting with him and the other chick is interacting with him, then in my perception, And again, it's like having your opinion, right?
I guess so.
These women don't have to touch each other. The same way these men don't have to touch each
In
other.
most threesomes, everybody's involved.
See, and now you heard the word you just said before you said, there
All
you
right,
go.
you're talking about 1% of not.
I'm not talking about
Hey,
1%.
hey, let me bring this. Are y'all dating the woman that has had that experience?
Man, what are we talking about? This man crazy.
That's had a threesome?
A threesome, a train, more than one man at one time.
I can't. I can honestly say, train, I'm out. I'm checked out.
Yeah,
I can honestly say
train would have to be a no go.
that. Yeah, train, I'm
that's,
out.
that's honestly that's a tough one to get over.
Yeah, it's a tough one to
But
swallow. like-
honestly, I think at this age, if I was 32 years old and somebody told me that they did that at 21, we could have a conversation. I think I could get through.
the train.
It definitely would
The
be like,
train?
yeah, I definitely think it would be like,
better man than me.
whoa.
Yeah, you're definitely a tough one. You're a strong
But
man.
I'm like, in my mind, I'm not the same person I was when I was 21.
No, we're
Yeah,
not.
of
So
course not.
this person is not the same person they are at 32, at 28, 35. So to me, like, I'm dating this person. So me hearing that as a man, it's like, it's tough. But I think we could talk about it. And that's why understanding is so important to me. Is like, if you understand why you did that in that space, and we got here and you know that you still can be monogamous with me.
Why? Because she wanted to fuck two men at the same
Bro,
time.
it's so many reasons girls do
Or
so many
7.
things.
Or 7.
Or 7, whatever. But it's so many reasons.
That's different.
Look. Hey, look, check this out. At 34, you're single. Are you diving into a train the same way you would at 21?
Nah.
Exactly. So to me, this person has changed and evolved and is really a new person. So if I can understand that person and grow with that person, I'm like, I can give a shot. Now, me knowing that, we gotta talk, because I'm like, I gotta talk through this. I can't just be like, oh yeah, cool, damn, that's straight.
I don't
No,
wanna talk.
we gotta talk. We gotta talk about why you feel like that was.
Yeah. I mean, that
Ladies,
shit, I'm sure that's gonna come out.
Just don't.
as
Just
your
don't.
friend.
Just don't tell them.
I'm gonna definitely be your
At,
friend.
this, at a certain age,
Your friend.
just don't tell them, because you
You run the risk.
yeah, just don't. Guys, just
feel you.
15.
Play the percentage.
That's it. Don't do it, man. I'm sorry.
All right, man.
Because-
We might gotta revisit this conversation.
Yeah, I
man.
think it's a deep one.
All right, so to bring it all back around, does body count matter to you at this age?
No.
You.
No.
All right, no for me also. All right, so at
Now-
a certain age you get to.
Because my wife has already told me hers, and I already told her mine.
Shut your goofy ass up. Listen.
Speaking from
Yeah, I got you.
So the body count don't matter to you, but do you think you could date a woman that made more money than you?
This how I'm feeling inside. Every line that I